Hey guys, it's RockTheGolem, and welcome to the Town of Light. This is a game that caught my interest on Steam a while ago, but I waited till it was on sale before I picked it up, and actually got it for I think it was half off, so it was just under $10. Now, according to what I've read about this game, this is actually a true story about a 16-year-old girl named Renee who lived in Italy back in the 1930s. I think it's actually 1938. And according to what I've read, there's an asylum here that the game has apparently reproduced as accurately as possible so that it's historically the way it appeared. Or I don't even know if it's still in existence now or not, but this is supposed to take you through as the player and experience everything that she went through. And according to what has been written about it, her only issue was that, and I'm reading the quote directly here, was that her only fault was that she didn't know what her place in the world was, quote, a danger to herself and others and a cause of public scandal. And that's what the police wrote about her when they put her in this asylum. Now, first of all, just the fact that, if she's a 16-year-old girl, obviously she has no one looking out for her. They just kind of toss her in this place. But add on top of it the fact that we're talking about the 1930s, 1938. Medical science has progressed so much in just since I've been alive, even like the past few years. We're talking almost 80 years ago is what this level of medical science was. I am almost terrified for this girl. Obviously she's dead and gone at this point, but the fact that she would have to have gone through this and, just maybe I'm kind of jaded because of, not jaded, but maybe I have a misconception about, the way they treat people inside of asylums back then because of, Hollywood and the way the entertainment world has kind of almost like turned it into its own little horror genre to begin with. But just the idea of what they would have put her through, like that alone is kind of terrifying. So there is a little diary here. I flipped through it really quickly. There's a lot of pages to it. There's a lot of reading. And I wonder if some of that might actually inform the game. But I almost didn't want to read it for two reasons. One, it's very long, so it would take up a lot of time. And it would probably be an entire episode in and of itself. But also, I don't want what she's written in the journal to kind of prepare me for the experience that I'm about to go into when I play the game. I want to be surprised and I want to have a genuine reaction to everything. So I figure what I'll do is I'll end up playing through the game and then I'll go back and read through her diary, and if it is as long as I suspect it'll be, I might make it its own episode and kind of turn it into like episode 0, and do it more as like a prequel as opposed to what I've done with other games like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, where I did episode 0 recapping Xenoverse 1. I might do it like that, but instead of releasing episode 0 first, I might do it at the end, just as like a prequel type thing. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling on. Let's get into the gameplay and see what exactly this poor girl went through. So the Town of Light is based on real facts and places, as well as long documentation concerning mental illness and the life of patients in lunatic asylums from the beginning of the 20th century until their closure. It contains stories which may be disturbing, and we advise its use exclusively by a public of adults. The characters and names are imaginary. Oh, okay. So Renee, I guess, wasn't a real person. But I guess it's based on the experience of an actual inmate in the asylums. So the characters and names are imaginary, and any references to people who may have existed is purely coincidental. This game uses an artistic interpretation of a former Italian psychiatric institution for dramatic purposes. But according to what I've been told, or at least what I've read, the asylum itself did exist, and I don't know if it's still there now, just dilapidated, but anyway. Please note that mental illness health services have radically improved, yes, as I just mentioned. If you think you may have psychological problems, please refer to a specialist, and you also may not want to play this game, but that's just my recommendation in addition to the warning that they've written here. So Volterra in 1942. So this is after the actual time when she was thrown in the asylum.
What is this place?
No place good, my dear.
Maybe I'm dead.
I'm sure you probably would like to have been.
I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead.
I guarantee she's just, like, tossed in a room with no lights at all. Oh, no. There we go.
What's going on? What's happening to me?
Oh, just the sound of the
There's no one
screams in the
here,
hall are,
but
like, so disturbing.
these noises.
And this is not me moving the camera. This is all happening on its own right now.
My head is killing me.
I believe it.
I can't keep my eyes open.
So she was 16 when she went in there in 1938, and that said 42. Reality fades away and my skin is gone. Every breath of wind is excruciatingly painful. So that little clip right there, she would have been 20 years old. So, but still, 4 years in a place like that, I can't even imagine. I don't even want to imagine being in an asylum in, today's, conventional medical means. 80 years ago, that just terrifies me. I have no idea what this girl must have gone through. And obviously, like, that's the point of this game, is to make you experience that. So we're going to be going through that once the game decides to load. And I'm also interested to see about this game because the reviews on Steam, the overall ones over the course of this game has been out have been, I think it was said very positive, but the reviews most recently have been mixed, and that does give me a little cause for concern. But I do believe this game is going to be entertaining to, as far as, these horror games can be entertaining. Inspired by real facts and events. Okay, so Renee herself was not real, but this is supposed to have been what she went through. Or similar, anyway. All right, Volterra Tuscany, huh? Oh. It's kind of a old, like, very old style seesaw. Yeah, I actually no, I'm sorry, I thought this was a bench swing. I used to have one of those when I was a kid, actually, in my yard. A sandbox, a little merry-go-round. Open, close to use. I wouldn't even click on it. I wasn't even near anything to click. Little trash receptacle. So, okay, so this must be the asylum after the fact. So we're going to go through now. Hopefully. Have to turn on and off flashlight. Okay. That's easy enough. Don't really need it right now, but maybe we should use it. I don't think I have a battery meter or anything, so I shouldn't have to worry too much. Hello, radio. Oh, that's weird. Okay. It's having me spin it in, like, what I would perceive to be an opposite axis of what it should be, but hey. Ooh, there's stuff in there, huh? Well, I mean, there's no food, but yeah, this is definitely, like, rotting out. And again, I'm not sure when this is going to air on my channel as opposed to what my Sunday indie games are going to be airing, but I do apologize for my voice and the way I'm talking. I unfortunately am getting sick again because of the exposure I have to, like, all the stuff that, like, customers bring in at work and whatnot. And unfortunately, it's making my throat dry out very quickly, and also making my voice crack. So I probably sound weird on occasion when I talk. I notice it sometimes. I don't notice it all the time. Some nice music finally. Okay, so we're gonna go through, like, the intro of the game up to the title card and whatnot. So, little interactive intro here. But, yeah, unfortunately, it's causing me to have to, like, swallow a lot to kind of, like, moisturize my throat, and it's making my voice crack and whatnot, so I do apologize for the way I sound. I'm gonna try to get this game done all in one sitting just because of time. I'm gonna be going up to Vermont in about a week or so with my girlfriend and a bunch of friends. And, oh, excuse me, what was that? Oh, it must have been the bird landing on the fence that made that rattling sound. I don't know what those say. Campo Santo? Saint Camp, maybe? I don't know. Can't go that way anyway. It's a closed off fence. But I'm trying to get as much game recording done as I can before I actually go away on vacation so that I have enough uploaded to my channel that I don't have to worry about content not appearing. J to access the synopsis menu. Okay. Experience. What's happened? What is this place? Maybe I'm dead. Can't see any light. Maybe I'm dead. I can't go on. What's this place to me? There's no one here, but these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open. This place, time, memory. All right. Interesting. I don't know how this is all going to work. No memories yet. And no medical records. Just an experience. Okay. So I wonder how much that menu is going to come into play. Is there anything in here? For a second, that kind of looked like it might have been a bulkhead leading down to a basement, but I guess not. Fuori de Ba, and then it's all worn away, so I can't tell what that might have said. And nothing around on that side from the looks of things. Oh, actually, no, another door. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do the main entrance first. I'm sure we'll come around to the other door in due time. Ooh, I just heard something. Let me check the menu again, see if anything cropped up. Nothing. Experience. Nope, same thing. No, I heard like a creepy, like ethereal sound, if you will. What is this place? Looks like it might have been an office or something. We got coins and things. Oh, the mouse control on this is weird. Oh, 2 lira. Okay. So these are literally just different types of coins. 5 cents. Nothing in the book. Ooh, a record maybe? Inventory of patient's personal effects at moment of emission. Alright, so this must have been like the check-in window, although that kind of looks like a sink, which is, at least for me, seems weird to have that there. There's no power. The master switch is where? Is near the calm woman ward. Okay, so it's nice to know that they had something like that. Anything? Nope, nothing of any consequence in these. So there's a lot to explore is basically what I'm understanding now. So that might be good, though, because I don't know how big this place is going to be, and if there's a lot of stuff to explore. I didn't even notice there was a door here. Jeez. If there is a lot for me to explore and a lot for me to look at, then that one might actually save my voice a little bit because I'll be able to stop talking and actually like look for stuff to talk about. But
the only thing I remember clearly is Charlotte, my doll.
All right, so I guess our first objective then is to find Charlotte. But also it'll prevent me from recording so much stuff without like having any real impact on the. Oh, here's the thing. Oh, power. Make this work. Maybe not. Oh, okay. Whoa. I didn't notice you at first. They painted like a little face on that door. Let's just close you over and keep that protected. So, all right. So, assuming that was the power switch by the calm women's ward, we then should have lights. Look at that. I'm amazed the place still has power. Jeez. So that, you know what? I kind of want to go to the calm women's ward in the hopes that that's where I was.
Nobody says we can't. Let's find Charlotte.
I'm trying to.
Let's find Charlotte. She's alone. She's alone in the dark.
Okay, so then I'm assuming, you know what? Can we open these doors? No, these doors were locked, so we couldn't even have gotten in anyway. All right, so our first objective is to find Charlotte. Hello. Old-fashioned slide projector. So I assume that must be the asylum itself. Close-up of the asylum. Another close-up. Ooh, that sounded like someone was running in the background, actually. Oh, that's... Are these all the same? Okay, so it's literally just pictures of the asylum. Nothing outside that I notice, as far as movement, anyway. I wish there was more music to this game. I just feel like it would be, like, have more of an ambient feel to it if it had more music and things to listen to, rather than just, you know, me talking and me walking around. But yeah, I apologize if I'm repeating myself because I kind of lost my train of thought with what was going on in the game. But my hope is that if there is a lot to just like walk around and explore, that I might be able to like pause the recording, or the timer rather of the recording, and actually go through and find stuff to actually talk about and interact with. And then it'll be a little more entertaining for you guys because I won't be sitting there struggling for things to talk about and completely wrecking my voice. And it'll actually probably make this Let's Play go by much faster than some of my other ones. The game is only supposed to be about 3 hours long, but I have noticed that I have a tendency to kind of run over on occasion when it comes to things like that.
No, she's freezing. She's alone. Let's look for her.
I'm trying. Does this turn on more lights, or is that turn it off? Okay, lights are on. Okay. So I must have to go up this circular, or rather, well, not circular, but stairwell leading up here. But I'm coming up to the 15-minute mark now,
Search the
so...
wards on the upper floor.
Yep, that's
There's
what I
a plan
thought.
on the wall which shows their location.
There is? Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm here, right? You are here, yep, and there's the way up. So then I go up to 14, which will be over here, I think. No, 14's outside. Anyway, I'm going to head up these stairs in the next episode. So thank you all very much for watching. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And having said all that, I will see you all on the other side. Take care.